All right, guys, in this video, we're going to discuss what we're actually seeing with the new construction project over at Hoopili, which is down in Ewa Beach, provided by D.R. Horton, which are some beautiful and gorgeous homes. And finding new construction out here in Hawaii is very difficult. And these are one of the few that are actually being released and have been very popular with the local community. Now, before we go into what I'm seeing happening and showing some opportunity, let's discuss what's been happening in the past and why it's been a little difficult. Now, if you want to get your hands on one of these homes, there was a process and a certain atmosphere and very slim chances of you actually getting one. So let's discuss that. Now, to actually be considered for getting one of these homes, you had to go through this process where you would reach out to your trusted realtor. They would assist you with filling out the application, submitting it, and then you would basically be placed into a pool or a lottery system. Now, once you're in that lottery system, you would be one of anywhere from 100 to 150 applicants, and they would basically pick from a bowl, and whoever got selected would basically have the opportunity to pick 8 to 10 of the units that they released every 1 to 2 months. So generally speaking, you had a 10 to 12% chance of actually getting selected. And from that, you don't even actually get to get the home that you wanted. You basically were selected. If you were the first position, you got to select from any of those 10 units. But if you were in the 8th position, whatever was left, that's all you had to select from. And if you didn't get what you wanted, then basically you could kick rocks and wait for the next lottery and get right back in line. So it was really difficult for a lot of people. You just really had to be super lucky. Additionally, you would usually have to wait anywhere between 3 and 8 months, which works for certain people, but for other families who need to move in right away wasn't the best option. And additionally, every lottery that we saw coming up every 1 to 2 months, because the demand was so high, the developers basically just kept jacking up the price. So for homeowners there, they were super pumped because the value of their properties were going up because they were selected in that lottery. And for other buyers who didn't get selected, they just saw the price continue to go up, which was really difficult. Now, that was the atmosphere when interest rates were stupid low and the market was crazy. Now with the shifting market, we're seeing some changes happening. Now, generally speaking, in a shifting market, there are certain people who usually have to take a larger hit than other sellers. So for example, if you have a general Joe Schmo person who wants to sell their home, but they don't have to sell their home, they usually can wait it out. They don't have to sell their home. They've got the same mortgage payment. Nothing really changes. And if they don't have to sell it, they don't have to sell it. That's not the same situation for flippers, and more importantly, for developers. For developers and flippers, they have what we call holding costs. They've got investors who are invested in the property. They have to sell these property because it costs them money every single day, every single month that they have to hold on to the property and not sell it. So developers now are kind of in a sticky situation, and they're finding themselves creating incentives to push buyers into purchasing these projects, which shows us that they're feeling a little pain and maybe some opportunity for you buyers out there. Now let's show you some examples of the emails that I've been getting blasted of all the different deals that they're pushing out and incentive programs. It's a little bit more attractive for buyers that want to get into these new constructed homes. All right, guys, so let's take a look at some of these incentive programs that are coming out now that the developers are starting to feel the pain of these higher interest rates in the market shifting. So I'm getting these emails specifically from the developer. And if you guys want to get added to this list, just feel free to let me know. Feel free to contact me or comment down below in the video, and I can get you added to that list. So with that being said, you can see that this is one of the emails that I received. This is specifically for the project Ho'oulu, where they're offering up to $24,000 towards closing costs and even a special interest rate. So if you see down below here, we have a fixed rate VA mortgage for 5.75 and APR of 6.1. And then we also have a program for the fixed rate conventional of just under 6%. Of course, these can change over the time depending on when you saw this video, but we can see this is one of the offers that they're offering up. Additionally, we have this one for Mamaka. They're offering up to $12,000 towards closing costs, and again, a special interest rate for anybody interested. And then we can see that on most of these projects, we can see this term first come, first served basis, which is amazing because as we mentioned in the past, they basically had you on a lottery system and you had to be very lucky to get selected. And right now it's basically, if you show up, you can basically fill out an application, pay the fixed price, put down an earnest money deposit, and once the offer is accepted, you basically wait 4 to 5 months for your property to be ready to move in. Now, another trend that I'm seeing is that in the past, we've seen that there was such a high demand that basically every lottery system that they came out with every 1 to 2 months, we saw these prices increase. So they always had updated pricing. Now, this is the pricing in August. I want you to put your focus on this 3-bedroom, 2-bath in the Ho'oulu development project. We have Plan 2, and it's priced at $887,000. Now, if we look at the pricing now, we can see that these 1,070 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2 baths in the same development are going for below that. So we can see 842, 844, 854, 844, and 854. So these are all the Plan 2 projects, and we can see that this is Plan 2, 1070, 3-bedroom, 2 baths. So they're actually starting to discount the pricing. So not only are you able to get incentives with lower interest rates, you're also able to get parts of your closing costs or all of your closing costs covered, as well as get it at a lower price, which is great and really offers up some opportunities for potential buyers looking to buy a new development at this great neighborhood. So as you guys saw on my screen, the two main projects that they're actually offering first come, first serve, and not so much a lottery system and having to get in line is Mamaka and Ho'oulu. I know it's a mouthful, but those are the two products we're seeing a first come, first serve basis on how they're selling these properties. And additionally, as you guys saw, there's incentive programs with getting lower interest rates if you use their lenders, and additionally lower prices than what they were actually selling it for a couple months ago. So if you guys are interested in any of these projects and possibly want to get invested in one of these, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you or answer any questions you may have about them. I've got my contact information down below. And if you guys could do me a huge favor, if you got any value from this video, you guys could smash that like button as well as click the subscribe and notification bell so you can get notified whenever I drop videos just like this. With that being said, I'm Patrick with PatrickLawrenRealty.com, powered by eXp Realty. Hope you guys are having a beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon. Aloha.